Okay, yeah, okay, so I'm just wondering, since everybody knows that sticking while spinning metal can open up a very small gap in the charge. Right. So actually, with that small gap, this normal equation is still there. Partial derivative y equals to side by side plus n. Right. But I'm wondering that, so if I open up a very, very tiny gap with the transistor system, you still see the similar signal?
If you open up a gap, I'm not sure that you actually have any charge pumping, right?
It's not really how it's charged. It has to create an imbalance of the balance,
So the problem is that you can't actually create an imbalance with your values unless you have a way of transporting current, right? This is something that Duncan pointed out. If you just have a closed system, you can't generate an imbalance between the two.
But the equation is still there, right?
No, I don't know if that equation is still there. Where's your while node to integrate out? Right?
Partial node mu phi equals to side by side plus
I'm not sure how that survives if you open up a gap.
So the equation is still valid. You have an aspect.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think so. If you open up a gap, you split that, right? So you mix the terms.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that. Okay, we can have it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's two more questions.
Exactly the geometry. Let's say the wire points are separated along some directions, and then your field was applied. You were first pumping.
Oops, sorry, I couldn't figure out how to make this. Right. Sorry. Yeah.
So when you apply the magnetic field, how is it oriented relative to the wire point?
So you basically kind of want it doesn't really matter hugely for this problem, but you kind of don't want the magnetic field. You presumably don't want you basically want the sample, the shortest distance is over here, so that's actually going to quantize things. You don't want the wire nodes to be separated this way because the display nodes are potentially on top of each other. You don't want them to separate in one direction.
Yeah, just a quick comment for your question, yeah. So actually, the Fermi arc in the sodium business is protected by a Z2 invariance at kz equals 0. Because kz equals 0 plane have a very invariant plane. You can define a Z2 invariance which is non-trivial. So that non-trivial Z2 invariance actually protects the Fermi arc must be there. No, only on 001. Right. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. So this non-local experiment relies on the distinction between large momentum and small momentum scattering. So how does this work in a Dirac semi-metal?
Okay, so it's a little tricky in the Dirac semi-metal, so you have to be a little bit careful with it. But basically what you can show is there's three scattering rates, right? So scattering rates within the same valley, between two valleys, this is just large momentum. And the last scattering rate you need to worry about is some scattering rate that relaxes between putting an arrow, it's just up and down the two crystal sectors that we just refer to this as isospin, just as a name, to give it a name. So it turns out that you want this to rely on isospin mixing, and the only way that these isospins mix, so there's two things that can happen. You can put in an impurity that itself manifestly with the symmetry, and then it's game over. Right? But if you have, basically you can argue that if often that's a good approximation to ignore you can think of it as just an S-wave impurity that is actually rotationally symmetric, and ignore the direct lifting from the impurity. You just ask, how does pure scattering lift the symmetry? So I'm picking up still in a good quantum number, but the only way then that you can do it is that if there was a perfect linear dispersion, you'd never mix. Of course, there's some curvature correction, and that curvature correction gives you a small contribution that says as you move away from the node, you admix a little bit of the other kind of wire nodes. So you can get something where you mix the plus and minus are the particle which pole, and up and down are these two isospins. So basically you can show that plus up mixes a little bit of minus down. away from this point. And so you can check that this effect basically gives you some matrix elements when you take just take a S-wave scatter, just a pure S-wave scatter. It will give you some matrix elements to that cross term. So that cross term is small. So that's why you set up the calculation. That gives you a scale based on just the fact that there's, again, it ends up depending on the fact that there's some curvature term in there. So that this term, the smallness of this term, so it's really linearity of the wild node that helps you in that case. But of course, there's an approximation, because you might say, what if I put in impurities that themselves break the rotational symmetry explicitly? At that point, you need to worry a little bit, but you might hope that somehow, on average, this is still okay. And some people are very sort of average, but it's much, much less clear how well it works the direction. So it's not obvious to me that it's going to be like this.
Do we have any other questions?
What is that?
If you have backscattering within the node, I'm certain. Yes, there's no particular reason why there's no backscattering. It's just determines that there's nothing that protects it from backscattering. I have it right there. In 3D though, in 3D you can. You should have backscattering. Nothing particular. What should forbid backscattering? No, there's nothing there. Because you don't care about perfect, okay, fine, maybe you don't have perfect backscattering in some limit, but you have some backscattering, right? There's still transport. Right. No, I think it shouldn't be a major issue. There's still charge relaxation as well. Not really. No, they're not. They're not. Okay, yeah, that's also. Sorry, that's what you're thinking. No, it's not true. It's not perfect. Yeah. But worst is a factor of 2, as Andrew says. Yeah, that's all the case. It can reduce it, but it doesn't eliminate it. It's not like in 1D where it does eliminate it completely. Right? Even in 2D, you're going to reduce it, but not eliminate it. Yeah, it reduces it. But yeah, the point is, okay, but factors of 2 or 3 don't matter. And geometrical factors don't matter, because this is a factor of some parametrically in the doping level versus the separation between the nodes. That's a big number compared to anything else you can put in. So that's why it doesn't really matter.
So if there's no more questions, we'll thank the speaker again. And the next speaker in this session is Andrew Potter from Berkeley, and he will talk about quantum oscillation.
So, good morning to everybody. As everybody, I would like to start with thanking the organizer for giving me opportunity to talk, and also for bringing so many interesting talks together and many good people together working in this community. So, very stimulating discussion. I'm very happy. So, I will talk about our recent work about K1,
Someone can do you want to go? Okay. Cross the water. How do you get where you find in Greece? Greece?
About K1, K2 model, but it's kind of new, interesting quantum/classical model. And the reason we studied this model was motivated by experimentalists. So let me first start by acknowledging my collaborators. So this work, which I'm going to talk about, is mostly done with Ioannis Rousseff-Hatzakis, who is now in University of Minnesota, and Craig Price, who is in Penn State, and some previous results were obtained with Judy Suzuki, who is my PhD student, and with Peter Wolfe. And I also acknowledge collaboration with FRG guys, Stefan Rachel, Johannes Reuter, and Ronnie Tamari, who did the FRG study of this K1, K2 model. So here is the outline of my talk. So I will start with motivations why we decided to study this model, and I will advocate also the importance of second neighbor Kitaev interaction to resolve at least most of the puzzles connected to sodium iridate. We heard a lot about this compound already. And then I will present and discuss this K1, K2 model. So K1 is Kitaev interaction on nearest neighbor, and K2 is Kitaev interaction on second neighbor. And then I will discuss both classical and quantum phase diagram. And I will show that these models actually have completely different quantum and thermal fluctuations. And basically, most of the results which I'm going to present today is in this preprint, and some finite temperature properties are in preparation, so we are going to submit it. Okay, so I don't think that I need to go to motivation. So once again, it was the work by